Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Future Midwife. Today I am going to discuss about a structure which is seen only during pregnancy. So this structure will develop only during pregnancy, and once the baby become term it is delivered along with the baby. I hope you all understood about the topic, that is placenta. Okay, we'll see today placenta and its functions. Placenta is a connective tissue which connects the fetus and mother. As I said you, this placenta develops only during the pregnancy. So it gives nourishment and oxygen to the baby. At the same time, it helps to excrete the waste product from the baby also. Placenta is a disc in shape which can grow up to 22 centimeter long, and also it is densely packed with the blood vessels. Now I will explain about the features of placenta. Placenta is sometimes known as afterbirth because it is discharged via the vagina after the fetus is delivered. The placenta is a transient circulatory organ found in mammals that connect the fetus to the mother's uterus during pregnancy. It is found only in the case of mammals. The umbilical cord connects the fetus to the placenta, allowing material to be transferred. The placenta is normally linked to the uterus at the top, bottom, side, front, or back. In several situations, the placenta becomes connected to the lower section of the uterus, resulting in placenta previa. Here I will explain about the structure of placenta. Placenta has a thickness around 3 cm. It has a weight about 500 to 600 grams. That means 1 by 6th of the total weight of the full-term fetus. This placenta, it covers 15 to 30 percentage of decidua. Placenta has two surfaces, maternal surface and fetal surface. This maternal surface is irregular, rough and reddish in color, which has 15 to 20 cotyledons in between, separated by a deep grooves made by decidual septa. In fetal surface, that is white in color, and also it is shiny and smooth in appearance. So we can see the chorionic vessels, that means the umbilical vessels we can see throughout the amnion. That is, amnion means, as I said you, we called it as a fetal surface. Apart from that, placenta has three layers: amnion, allantoins and chorion. Amnion is the innermost layer which surrounds the fetus. Within the amniotic cavity, there is amniotic fluid. Fetus lies in the amniotic cavity throughout the pregnancy. Next is the allantois, which is the middle layer of the placenta, which is derived from the embryonic hindgut. It helps to drain the fetus urine from the urinary bladder. Last one is chorion, which is the outermost layer of the placenta, which is closely connected to the endometrium of the uterus. When we discuss about the development of the placenta, at first the chorionic villi covers the entire surface of the chorion. Later on, the villi opposite the decidua basalis continue to grow and expand to form chorion frondosum, while the villi related to the decidua capsularis degenerate, and this part of the chorion called chorion leaf. The placenta is formed mainly by the chorion frondosum, the fetal part and the chorionic plate. A small extent by the decidua basalis, that means the maternal part and decidual plate. Placenta has many functions. So first one is exchange of gases, that means respiration. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are transported by simple diffusion. Second function is exchange of nutrients, water and electrolyte, that means as amino acid, fatty acid, carbohydrate and vitamins. Third function is transmission of maternal antibodies to the fetus, resulting in passive immunity. Fourth function is excretion as fetal waste product. Example, urea and uric acid pass through it from fetal to maternal blood. The fifth function is selective barrier against the transmission of disease from the mother to the fetus. However, many maternal infectious agents as virus or rubella, measles, cytomegalovirus and toxoplasma can cross the placenta causing severe congenital malformation or fetal death. The sixth function of placenta is hormone production. By the end of the fourth month, the placenta secretes the following hormones by the syncytial trophoblast. These are progesterone, estrogenic hormones like estriol, gonadotropins, and relaxing hormone. Depending upon the placement of the placenta, it can be divided into four: posterior placenta, anterior placenta, fundal placenta, and left or right lateral placenta. So first we will see about posterior placenta. Here in posterior placenta, placental placement will be the back of the uterine wall where the fertilized egg attached. Next will be the anterior placenta. Here the placenta attached in the anterior side of the uterine wall. That means in the front of the uterine wall, where the fetus will be developed behind it. Next will be the fundal placenta. So here the placenta will be attached to the fundal portion of the uterine wall. That means in the upper portion of the uterine wall. The last is the left or right lateral placental placement. Here the placenta will be attached in the left or right side of the uterine wall. Next, I will discuss about a few placental complications. There are many placental complications. These are placental previa, abruptio placenta, placental accreta, retained placenta, placental insufficiency, and infarction of placenta. The details of each one we will see now. First one, placenta previa. The placenta partially or completely covers the cervix, which is the entrance through which the baby will emerge. This problem is more frequently early in the pregnancy and usually resolved as the placenta grows higher in the uterus. Caesarean delivery will be required if the placenta is still blocking the cervix near the time of delivery. Next is placenta accreta. The placenta develops too deeply into the uterine wall. This can result in severe blood loss during or after delivery, which can be also a fatal condition. Next is placental insufficiency. The failure of the placenta to give enough nutrition to the unborn fetus during pregnancy is referred to as placental insufficiency. This is caused by the placenta failing to grow or function properly, and it can lead to fetal growth limitations and low birth weight. Next is the infarct in the placenta. Within the placenta, there may be patches of dead tissues termed infarcts caused by diminished blood flow in the specific locations. These infarcts are frequently caused by a problem with the placental vessels. Severe pregnancy induced hypertension has been linked to an increase in the number of placental infarcts. Next is the placental abruption. Placental abruption is a pregnancy complication in which a portion or whole of the placenta separates from the uterus before the baby is delivered. When the placenta separates during pregnancy, these blood vessels ruptures resulting in bleeding. The more the bleeding, the larger the area that detaches. Last one is retained placenta. If the placenta is not delivered within 30 minutes after the baby's delivery, it is said to be retained. It is a major issue because it can result in serious infections or life-threatening blood loss. Retained placenta is a rare but serious condition too. Besides that, there are many variations of placenta. These are velamentous insertion, succingerate lobe of placenta, circumvallate placenta, circummarginate placenta, battledore or marginal insertion of umbilical cord, and bilobed placenta. So these all we called it as variations of placenta. Till now I have explained about placenta, its structure, functions, few complications. I think this is enough for this video. Next video we will meet with another content of midwifery. Till that, take care. Bye bye.